afternoon, folks. It's John Pettipas. Welcome back. It's 18 minutes before 6 o'clock in the afternoon in Scotia. I'm in the afternoon of Thursday, the 17th day of February, 2022. And I was doing some work and I had television on background. Very distasteful, listening to the CBC, known as the Communist Broadcasting Company of Canada. And, the protesters this, the protesters that. Those brave gentlemen are fighting for our freedom. Our freedom. FREEDOM. Our freedom. It's disruptive to the people downtown Ottawa. I say, tough. Hear that, folks downtown Ottawa? And the members of Parliament have to walk by it. Tough. I remember a very successful department store that was based in Vancouver years ago. They used to get their buyers. It was called Woodwards, not Woolworths, Woodwards. And they were very successful in a day when people bought most of the stuff in the department store. They used to have the buyer's office in the back of one of their downtown department stores, so the buyers had to walk by at lunch hour, going out for a meeting or something like that, and see mistakes, stuff they bought. Of course, in life, we all got to make some mistakes. Anybody that doesn't make mistakes in life loses an awful lot of opportunity. I'm going to repeat that. Anybody that man, woman, girl, boy, old, young, doesn't make mistakes, they lose a hell of a lot of opportunity. But anyway, it's good that members of Parliament have to walk by the protesters and see it. This is nothing compared to the protests you see in some parts of the world. They have every right to peaceful assembly. And they had somebody on from Canadian Civil Liberties Association that pointed out protesters have a right to protest. I remember in BC all kinds of, I'm going to use some fancy words to them, up in a hammock in a tree so the loggers couldn't do their work. And this went on for, I don't know, the guy went up in a tree. He was probably like baby and on January 1st and went out his father time with a long beard. Literally, the protester grew a considerable beard, not a mustache, a considerable beard in their time up in the tree. Okay? And they protest the salt cavern, Nova Scotia being cleansed out to put natural gas in. And they protest on the railroads. They protest this lives matter. And they protest this blah, blah, blah. But, it's hard-working truck drivers. Justin Trudeau won't. He take a knee. Okay. But that's Black Lives Matter. He take a knee. Antifa. They only shut down Portland, Oregon, and in Seattle, Washington, and what have you, and burnt cars and destroyed buildings. Nothing, not the problem. But some hard-working truck drivers singing music, making food, keeping the streets clean and safe. And I mentioned in an earlier video, I know somebody's been there for 2 decades now, and they tell me they've never seen Welland Street in downtown Ottawa so clean and safe. So they've been living there for 20 years, actually more than that, 2 decades plus. And they've never seen downtown Ottawa so clean and so safe. So this jerk, this rig, we're living right now, and we're living in what's the 5th day, time flies, the 4th or 5th day of the reign of Emperor Justin I. So that little bastard, okay, he's a bastard, that little bastard, they take and he defames the Jewish people. A nice Jewish lady represents a Conservative MP from Thornhill, Ontario. Defamed her, called her anti-Semitic, called her Nazi. What an insult! Okay, his foster father, Pierre Elliott, represented Westmount, that had a tremendous amount of Jewish voters in it that voted for his father. Okay? And so defames a slap in the face to the people that voted, of the ethnicity, that voted loyally for years for his foster father, Pierre Elliott Trudeau. With that, I gotta go, and I'm over the 5-minute mark already. But these men and some lady truck drivers and their wives and so on, families and their supporters and veterans have every right to protest. Every right to protest. And this guy coming in with his goons, okay, that's just wrong. Wrong. With that, I gotta go. Thank you very much. Get a good supper on yourselves.